Can we eat the water that flows out when clapping for love? Hello everyone, I am Dudu. Speaking of this, we have to mention the body's natural lubricants. Male urethral gland fluid, prostatic fluid and female Bartholin's gland fluid, cervical mucus, etc. The fluid secreted from the vagina during sexual excitement is also called Bartholin's gland fluid, commonly known as love fluid or vaginal fluid. It is a viscous white or transparent liquid that flows out of a woman's vagina and can play a lubricating role. Many people know that during sex, women themselves will also secrete some love fluid to play a lubricating role. And as long as they get enough stimulation, the love fluid secreted by women is also enough to complete sexual intercourse. 1. What is love fluid? Love fluid, a mysterious liquid. Just like the lubricant added between the shaft and the sleeve during sexual life, the liquid naturally secreted from the female vagina is commonly known as love fluid. There is a very poetic saying about it: love fluid is a holy spring in the eyes of men. To what is the role of love fluid? Of course, it is a lubricant for women to protect themselves physiologically. Many men are very curious about how to know the degree of pleasure a woman has achieved during sexual intercourse. In this regard, love fluid can be an indicator of pleasure. Men must remember that only when a certain amount of female love fluid is formed, it is a real signal that can make a difference. The more female love fluid is formed, the higher the degree of female pleasure and the stronger the sexual desire. A small number of people do not think so in sexual life. The formation of female love fluid mainly plays a lubricating role, which helps sexual intercourse and effectively avoids the discomfort caused by dry friction of sexual organs of both men and women. 3. Why is love fluid produced? The formation of female love fluid is like male sperm at urea, which is a normal physiological phenomenon. Will continue from puberty to old age. Among them, women in their 20s to 30 years old will have a greatly increased amount of love fluid due to the maturity of sexual development. For how is love fluid formed? People who have had sexual experience know that when a woman is stimulated by sexual desire, secretions will appear in the vagina, making the vagina lubricated and preparing for further intimacy. According to experiments, the more time spent on caressing before sex, the more female love fluid is formed, and the intensity of female pleasure is proportional to the length of caressing before sex. Since women's senses develop slowly, caressing before intercourse is particularly important. 5. What is the role of the viscosity of love fluid? In addition to the amount of female love fluid formed, the viscosity of love fluid is another criterion. The formation of female love fluid will change greatly before and after intercourse. There is no viscosity at the beginning, but as the degree of sexual excitement increases, the viscosity will gradually increase. If men cannot satisfy women during sex, women will not have so much fluid. What should I do if I accidentally eat the fluid during squirting? We often see in pornographic articles and movies that when the heroine is in love and can't help herself, she will spray a large amount of unknown liquid from below. The most common saying about this liquid is that some women have an area called G-spot in their bodies. Stimulating this area opens up a new world, that is uncontrollably spraying a large liquid. However, in recent years, scientists have conducted scientific and rigorous anatomical explorations of the G-spot and concluded that, from an anatomical point of view, there is no G-spot area, but whether it is or not still requires scientists to conduct further exploration and research. Regarding squirting, there was a view that women ejaculate which leads to female urinary incontinence, so urine spraying occurs. However, in recent years, studies have found that these liquids are not urine, and their composition is somewhat similar to male prostatic fluid. There is also a view that these liquids are secretions ejected by the pair of urethral glands, Skene's glands, during sexual excitement. However, medical professionals are still controversial about the exact source and nature of these liquids. In general, the G-spot and squirting are controversial human phenomena, and scientists need to continue to study to get definite results. But whether these liquids are urine or Skene's gland secretions, it is no big deal if you accidentally eat a small amount. Just clean it well.